Well, hello. Recently, I released a video about the new locations in Build 42, and today I even explored even more of the map, and oh boy, have I missed out on a bunch of locations. Airport, Alcohol Factory, New Ferry Town, Louisville Expansion. It is all here, timestamps included. So let's not waste any more time here, and our first location is New Ferry Town, or its real name Brandenburg. I'm just gonna make only one stop, and it's that I found the new animal spawn near Riverside. It's located here, and yes, I got the animal right today, okay? I didn't say it's a goat, okay? Now let's get exploring. Now, pretty much everything that was there in Build 41 is still the same. But I'm still going to show it because maybe some... Oh, come on! Maybe some of you haven't seen it. So, but you can always skip to see the new stuff only. And this is where we start to explore. So here's one of the new locations. I'm not really sure what it is. Some kind of accident happened here. But this kind of thing happens to a lot of houses in this area, where they just have painted roofs or just they're not finished constructing. And a lot of the houses have like barricaded windows, which is pretty weird. I guess it was a survivor town. So here are the garages. They were there before, but I still needed to check if they're unchanged. And as far as I know, they're the same. And the garages themselves are all locked. So it's either they're unfinished or you really have to get like tools to open them up, all of them. Because there's just no way I get that unlucky. Next new addition is the Tim's Grill place near Lake. Honestly, to me it looks pretty unique, and I actually like the place. So I believe this is the last location that was still in Build 41. This place also didn't change that much, and I personally haven't found anything new. Here's something new. A clothing shop slash furniture shop slash toy shop. Apparently this company couldn't decide what they wanted to sell. And there's also a building right next to it. It's like a small plaza, I don't know. And another unique thing that I found is this restaurant. It's got water in the middle of it. It's kind of weird, but it's also unique in a way. Or maybe it's a common thing, I just need to touch grass, who knows. So the next new building is fire department. It's kind of split into two, and honestly, they did a great job there. This building is like a cafeteria, and the next building is actually a fire department. But as you can see, there are also some dark spots, so be careful. So there are a lot of houses that are barricaded in this region. It kind of creates this setting where it feels like a survivor town, but at the same time it doesn't because of the other buildings. So I'm not really sure what that means. Like some of them are burnt or some have like unpainted roofs. So your guess is as good as mine, really. There's also this baseball field. Just wanted to show you because it's pretty cool. It kind of adds more life to the town, you know what I mean? Right near the baseball field you can find the middle school. So if you need more books or you need to improve your skills like carpentry, this is the place, because this school is huge. It has like 2 floors full of classrooms. And here's another unique location, although I'm not really sure if it's a random event or it's always there, but something definitely happened here. You know, when multiple of your houses are burned down, well, that's generally not good. So here's another pretty important location, because I believe it has stuff for the new blacksmithing skill. At least I found a lot of stuff for it. Like for example, draw plate, iron pipe, steel rod, metalworking punch. Yeah, so if you need it, I'll show the map location. This town also has a Knox bank, which is pretty cool, but it is still unfinished because there are some items that have no collision, and some drawers and stuff like that, they are unlootable. It still needs some work. Now, to be honest, nearing the ferry boat, I expected more stuff. Especially the shops near the shore. And don't get me wrong, there are some shops, but they're mostly empty. They just have nothing in them. So just adding more stuff, like for tourists and more shops, could have improved the place significantly. Now there is a hotel. Yeah, I won't like hide the fact from you, but the hotel itself seems pretty bland, and I don't know. It didn't give off like this energy like other buildings. It's just it doesn't fit this scene. I don't know how to explain it. It feels wrong. It should be different. And now the ferry is still the same. I didn't really expect it to change. I mean, it was pretty good in Build 41, and yeah, it would be great if I could drive it, but yeah, that's too much to ask. Now the town also has a medical clinic, so it has some medical supplies. So technically, it's survivable. Uh, it also has a locked door, so any of you who may be interested in breaking into the locked doors in medical clinic, you're welcome. I also got my first look into the basement, and it was okay, but I've seen streamers who found like survivor bunkers and stuff like that. So mine was probably on the below average scale. And as in my last video, here's a huge graveyard for you. So if you're a graveyard enjoyer, here it is. And so the last location is this unbuilt bridge. So apparently it's a military checkpoint with a bunch of military tents in them. And it looks pretty free, unless there's tons of zombies here, but I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. And for those who are wondering what's at the end of a bridge like me, well, it's a fat nothing. It just ends. And the last location is this court. It's like outside the town basically, and there is a reason for that because there's also a detention center, and it's pretty huge. I couldn't get far because it was locked, so you need to kill zombies to get a key or get a sledgehammer. It's like the location if you wanted to kill hundreds of zombies for no reason. Maybe there is some crazy loot here, who knows? I couldn't get far, maybe you can. Actually, I lied, there's one more location. This is this mansion on the outskirts too. At first I thought it was a Mafia House because it's like two black trucks over there standing. But no, it's just a regular mansion. But it looks pretty cool though. Alright, so now our next location is Louisville. And for those of you who watched my last video, they know I have a problem with it. Because every time I drove there, I crashed. And guess what? I crashed again. But this time I decided to use more of my brain cells and I managed to cross. And what I found is actually pretty amazing, because I was coming with the thoughts that it was a military factory or something, because it's locked behind the fence and stuff like that. And even now, I am not really sure what it is, because it's got it's got some stuff that doesn't make sense in there. But you'll see why. So the first building that you see is this kind of, I don't know, it's like a wine cellar or something, but you know, just alcohol. Because there's a lot of barrels on the shelves. I'm not really an expert in this, so correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, this is some kind of a factory and storage at the same time. So here's another factory across the road. It's really just got boxes in them. I wish there was more like functionality, like you can use the factory maybe. That would be cool if they added that, but for now it's just boxes. There's also me trying to explore another building, but as you can see it's dark as hell. It was pretty hard to find light switches, so yeah, I'm not really sure what it is. It's some kind of administrative building. There's a lot of them in there. Here's another office building, but I'm just showing it to you because it looks cool. I don't know, I enjoyed the unique view. Not just simple box with drawers and stuff like that. They actually took some time on it. And this building is like the evidence of carving, I believe, because look at the tables and stuff, they're kind of carved, I don't know. I believe that's what we'll be able to do, and actually we are now able to do in the game. And honestly, it's a pretty unique look, I'm not gonna lie. And there's also a hotel. Yeah, it's pretty big, but it's kind of copy and paste because rooms are pretty much the same. So I'll just show you one, and we'll move on to the big revelation what I found in there. Okay, last one. So I found this building, like this kind of a workshop. Nothing crazy, but there's one thing that's kind of scary is they have like 100 mannequins in there. So this is the part that you probably clicked on this video for. And if you just came here from the timestamp and didn't watch the video, you missed a lot, man. But okay, let's move on to the airport. So as usual, this place is pretty dark, and honestly, it's kind of a puzzle to find light switches. I got lucky and found one that lighted up the whole area. But yeah, this place is probably gonna have hundreds of zombies. There's one thing that you would expect from an airport, right? One thing. And that was my main question. Are there airplanes? So I got into my car, drove to the airstrip, and nothing. Just rabbits. Yep, unfortunately no airplanes. But we can hope for the mods that add airplanes. I'm not really sure if it's possible, but we can. And anything else in the airport is pretty much, well, not interesting. There are some baggage areas and stuff like that, but nothing serious. I'll just leave some raw footage for you to watch, so if you want to explore more. And before the raw footage, I just want to say thank you for the support of my last video. I didn't expect it to blow up, I'll be honest, and I just did it overnight, so that's why my voice is so sleepy there, and I'm so like, I was so impressed that people started watching it. It made my whole year, I'm not even lying. So thank you all, guys, and yeah, enjoy some footage. If I can get on the escalators. If we can, it's so cool. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hell yeah. Honestly, I wish there was more. I don't know. What is... It's like where they slide with the baggage, those who don't want to walk. I don't know, could have been more. What is this? Okay, okay.